Okay, guys, well, we went to Indian Head to 2S Auctions and checked out what I wanted to see there, and yeah, it's basically what it was a 1969 GMC 3-ton with a 14-foot steel box and hoist, gas engine, if I remember correctly, a 4-speed transmission, but it's got a 2-speed splitter axle. And I don't know a lot about how those 2-speed splitter axles work, except that push son of a bitch down, that's your low gears. Pull it up, that's your high gears. And nothing worked. None of the gears worked on the low side. Now, I know that's in the splitter drive. There's something not working in the 2-speed splitter drive. What would it take to get that up and running, fixed properly? I really don't know. But we don't need much of a grain truck. But if it's leaking a little bit of oil, that's one thing. You can always add oil. If it's a rear seal on an engine or transmission, you can always throw a new seal into it. Sure, it'll cost a few dollars, but I don't want to have to replace a transmission before we can even use the unit, right? So I voted out. We're not getting a grain truck. Not right now anyways. We'll wait and see what comes along in the future, and maybe we'll get lucky. Now, we're back at home here, obviously. Still working at putting this thing all back together. But on this thing, there's 2 shields. There's that one down there. And this one, which is basically in place. I just got to bolt it in. But it's 2 little tiny screws. And it takes a flathead screwdriver. Like so. And one of them broke off. It was rusted in there and it broke out. And the other one's pretty fucking rusty. I'm not liking, this is the other one that made it up to the one that broke. Anyway, I think I'm gonna run and grab new bolts. And I can't get bolts today because everything's closed. It's after 6. So tomorrow morning I'll run and grab a couple of new bolts for it. Then we can get that one shield in place. Then I can get the chain in place. Everything's bolted in as far as the gang goes. It's all solid, ready to rock and roll. But we got to get our shields in, our chain on. And then, well, it was all greased from last fall, but I can give it another grease job here since it's sitting here. And it's ready to go. Just fill her with seed and bada boom, bada bing, right? So adjust our settings and let her rip. So depth would be the same from this year as it was last year. We can double check our depth, make sure nothing went wonky on us, but I'm thinking we're pretty much ready to rock and roll outside of a couple of quick little adjustments. Anywho, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna call her quits with you guys for today. And it's supper time. I'm gonna go figure out what the heck we're having for supper, because CP's out in the pasture with Dylan, walking around, checking things, checking wildlife, checking this, checking that. So does that mean BP has to cook? Well, he has to cook for himself, if nothing else, so we'll talk to you all later. Morning, everybody. Still got snow here on the north side of the barn. Rodeo with a side-by-side, babe. Well, you see.
I did track when I was young, but I'm getting old.
Yeah, but when you were younger, we would do this on foot.
I was on foot.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, not really. Not so much anymore.
I wasn't in there.
Well, no. But we didn't have to carry the calf like we did before.
What is this?
Well, it looks like a horn.
We don't have cows with horns.
Nope. But it could have came from the neighbor's cow. They do.
Way on this side?
Coyote could have carried it. We just kicked a red white face cow that calved yesterday morning into this group, and black green ear tag 67 tagged its calves all up, her calf all out, and moved her over here. In fact, I think that's her right there. Yeah, pretty sure that's her calf right there. Her and her calf. Anyway, just put them out here. So this group is now done. This is the group that's going to rented pasture 4 or 5 miles away. So all that has to go with them now is the bull, which is Max. And yes, we still have some snow left. Haven't been to the north end of the bush pasture yet to check that out.
Have fun.
Have fun with all the wood ticks and shit out there.
Have fun.
You think there's snow out there?
No.
No? It's just a wood tick. They go into places
Where it's warm.
where it's warm. So you gotta check you for wood ticks, babe. So yeah, it's kind of breezy here today. We did have a light shower, dampened the dust, so to speak. Oh, CP's eggs that are in the box of the side-by-side are getting scrambled. Now I gotta pick up all our fencing stuff and put it back in the box of the side-by-side. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll bring you back here in a little while. Well, guys, that's half a mile of fence checked over. We got about 400 yards of fence through the bush this way. Back you up. There we go. And now, as of this year, we got basically half a mile of fence to go that way, and half a mile of fence to go that way, all through lots of bush. But my plan for this corner is to basically right there, that's kind of a old busted fence picket. Put a heavy post in there, coming to right around this area where this picket is, or that piece of shit picket, and have this like a big gateway. And then when I bring the cows home from that pasture, I can just open this and have them come straight across. I know the neighbor here. He's actually next to this quarter. I know the neighbor really well. He's actually my landlord, and I know he won't have an issue. If I built the fence around this bush area, he would let us graze it, actually. But there's no water out there.
I don't like this.
Hey?
This.
Yeah, ain't that just lovely?
It's too far apart from each other.
Going that way through there is going to be fun.
And somewhere is on that side, somewhere is on this side.
Uh-huh.
Whatever. I'll just...
We've never been on that quarter of land. I've never stepped foot on it. So I don't know if we'll get to it today, but here fairly soon we'll be out there. Anywho, no time like the present to finish this stuff off. So let you guys go. We're gonna keep on going here. We'll talk later. Yeah, we got bush. That hurts when it whips in there like that,
yeah.
eh?
And these doors.
In the... We do have some open areas, but we got bush. If I had the money, I'd have a friggin' cat and I'd friggin' push this shit. Lots of it isn't even good firewood. It's just intertwined friggin' buck brushy friggin' bullshit bush. Oh. There used to be all kinds of bush trails that ran through the bush that you could drive a tractor through, but they've all been blocked off by fallen trees and lack of use. Still lots of old grass out here, but the cows don't like eating the old grass when it's mixed with all this buckbrushy shit.
We need a mower. You gotta mow it down. I'm gonna need a paint job after this.
Yeah, this thing's gonna get scratched up fencing. Dylan come through here yesterday?
We walked through here. We parked up there.
Oh.
And every bush has a pocket of water.
Lots of water.
Yeah.
Grass is starting to green. Trees are starting to leaf out. I guess that means if the trees are leafing, the ground is warm enough to start seeding. But it is starting to green up. How many wood ticks you got?
None, I think.
You got a hole.
I got lots of holes.
This is where we were feeding the deer over the winter. Oh. At least white-tailed deer, the mule deer, just come to our yard
Gotta go that way.
and ate all the friggin' feed right out of the stackyard. The mule deer. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I gotta start paying a little closer attention here, so talk to you later. Well, guys, I don't know what to say about this. I was thinking I'm gonna have to do a burn off out here, but maybe not. This was if some of you, for the newcomers, you go back in our videos to last summer and you'll see clover that was like 6.5 and 7 feet tall, damn near, like yellow blossom sweet clover. And we cut it, we baled it. This field was infested with Canada thistle, really bad. So last year we picked up a sprayer, first time spraying for this old boy. And anyway, we laced it with, I'm trying to remember, about 1.5 liters of Roundup mixed with Oracle. Not sure what that is. That's a Canada thistle, I think, and he's not looking too healthy. But there ain't much growing out here. at this point, I was thinking I'm going to have to... Something wanting to grow right there. I was thinking I'm going to have to... Ouch. That's friggin' thistle. Spray it again this spring before we seed. But shit, there's nothing really. It's just trying to... I'm not sure what that is. It's just trying to start growing now. I don't know if that's a clover or if it's a thistle. It's got a hell of a root on it, so it could be a... It could be a friggin' thistle. We'll give her a couple more weeks, see how green this gets. Things are starting right now. There's another. But I would have to say that our spray job that we did for first time with a sprayer that's 50 years old did okay. Over here, you can see a green strip. I don't know if you guys can make that out right there. Right here, there's a little bit of a green strip. You see that? Oh, that was one of the nozzles that was not working. So there'll be a few of those spots. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. We got a little bit of driving to do, and we'll see our alfalfa and clover piece that we seeded, that 19.5 acres, see if it's coming up. I'll bring you back later. Alrighty guys, so to give you an idea, field that was sprayed last fall, kind of tried to stay away from these fence posts, to field that was not sprayed last fall. And look at all the friggin' thistle. Crackgrass. I'm not seeing any alfalfa.
No, I see oats. What the hell did
Some oats. We had alfalfa and clover.
Well, let it grow and put cows on it. Pasture.
But there's lots of thistles.
You missed some rocks.
Lots of thistles and a rock. Big bastard. Got it? Lots of quackgrass, lots of volunteer oats. Oh, wait, babe, look. I got alfalfa. Or a clover. Which is this? Right there.
Sniff it.
You sniff it. I'll let you sniff it. There's more over here.
Alfalfa.
Alfalfas.
Yeah.
But
you gotta remember, it's just warming up now. So, I got some here.
yeah,
How you can't spray this.
no.
All this thistle seed is gonna go next door.
Well, if we get the germination, if the alfalfa gets going, then it'll choke out the thistle.
I'm putting my hunting blind right here.
Say what? What?
My hunting blind is gonna go right here.
No. A fucking tree right there.
No.
Go climb a tree.
No.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Moose shit.
Yeah, moose shit.
Here, almonds. Chocolate covered almonds.
Okay, sure.
Here.
No thanks. I pass. I know better. I've eaten stuff that you've made for me. There's alfalfa here, by golly, guys. Look. See here? It's all in the row. It's in the rows. So hopefully, it'll take off and get rocking and rolling. Lots of goddamn deer out here. Deer tracks like crazy. But is the alfalfa gonna come back strong enough to support us, to make it worth our while to be cutting and baling? Because if it's not, I'll wipe it out and we'll redo it.
No, we're gonna let it grow. Look at the trails.
Hey? Look at the who?
They're like fucking ants.
All the deer prints.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they are. Lots of thistle and quackgrass and what dandelion through here. Alrighty, well, you guys got to see the field. Well, 2 of them. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not overly happy with this alfalfa clover field, but we'll give her another month, see what happens. If it comes, awesome. If not, well, it was a trial in there and we'll have to redo it. Anyway, talk to y'all later.